The bicep of truth, ladies and gentlemen. The bicep of truth never lies, right? Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Mike Dolce Show. I'm Mike Dolce, your host. I want to remind you to subscribe to the new Mike Dolce Knows YouTube channel. Short clips, quick hits, and valuable information to add, well, to improve your life, because I can't say add value to life. That's using the word too many times. But Mike Dolce knows, click the link so you can take part of it. Welcome. Today is Ask Mike, our live Q&A, which we do every day here. This channel, the Dolce Diet channel, boom. Every single day we do live, long form content, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 minutes or more of you and I talking about all sorts of great topics. Usually I have specific topics to discuss, as I do today, but also, most importantly, I want to hear your questions. How can I help you live better longer, right? That's the goal here. So briefly, let's talk about fad diets that kind of work. Oh, not that. Boom. Let's get that off the screen. Well, fad diets that, they kind of work. What would those be? Well, one could say that counting calories, that kind of works. I'm going to break that down. One could say that managing macros, fitting macros, that kind of works. One could say that low carb kind of works. One could say that high carb, well, that kind of works. Jay Cutler, 4-time Mr. Olympia, chronic high carb eater, 600 to 1,000 grams of carbs per day, right? Known for his conditioning while holding extreme mass. So one could say that kind of works. One could say that carnivore, that kind of works. One could say vegan, that kind of works. So with this, we know that fad diets, guys, gals, fad diets, they kind of work. But you here, our educated, informed audience, you understand that this is just fleeting. This is not sustainable. This is not long-term. Science has clearly shown, and I don't have any of the, I just didn't go through all the bells and whistles to connect in the screen share and whatnot. So science has clearly shown, do your own research, take me at my word, do your own research, please. Never take me at my word, I should say. Always do your own research here. Science has clearly shown. I think Alan Aragon actually had spoken about this recently on his Instagram page. You should check it out. I'm going to try and get Alan on this show here pretty soon, and a lot of those others. I'm going to try and get Alan on. I'm going to try and get Rob Wolf on, try and get Andy Alpin on, try and get Stan Efferding on, try and get Sean Stevenson on, just a few of those, and try and get a Dr. Spencer Nadolsky, pardon if I don't say the name correctly. A lot of, great, intelligent, educated individuals that are a little polarized. I think Andy's probably, Galpin's the less polarizing. I'm going to try and get Dr. Eric Helms on here, try and get Dr. Brad Schoenfeld on here. So there's a few, some have already confirmed, by the way, FYI, when I say try, I mean some have already confirmed, but they will be scheduled to come on soon. And remember, if you are a subscriber to this channel, you may need to subscribe, and you need to click the little join button after you subscribe so you can get your badge. Badged up members, like, boom, Victor. You see that little badge next to Victor's name? Victor is a badged up member. All badged up members will be able to ask questions of our special guests. If you don't have a badge, no problem. You're welcome to come and hang out during the live guest interviews. You just won't be able to ask questions. Today, everyone can ask questions when it's just little old me, because I am not that special. But science has shown that any dietary change leads to short-term improvement. What does that mean? If you take a group of individuals, they have a set nutrition intake. Let's say it's a balanced 30-30-30 style, 33 1/3 protein, carb, fat, all the way through. And you let them live that way for 6 months. And then you have one group increase or drop their fat intake and increase carbs to reflect the loss in fat calories. And then you have another group increase their fat intake and drop their carbs to reflect the decrease in carb calories. What do we see? We see both groups have a very similar weight loss. outcome. Short term. Short term. Long term, these are not sustainable. And that's the issue. And that's what we discuss here. If all we cared about was acute short-term weight loss that was not sustainable, well, heck, I might jump into the highly profitable SEO, Google AdWords, Facebook Pixel fitness marketing game, because that's the game out there. We want to focus more on the education side, which is why we don't have the massive following that many of the other fitness marketers have, because we are simply speaking to you about the science. And that's what this is. So what does the science say? The science says that high net nutrient, healthful whole foods in wide variety is what works, not just for long-term health, body mass composition, the decreased incidence of chronic disease and illness, the extension of life, but also the short-term acute sports performance, athletic activities, and weight loss, dramatic weight loss. So this science has been around for decades and decades and decades. Heck, if I know about it while not holding a PhD, surely all the PhDs know it. They all know it, right? They all know this too. So why are they not using their platforms to discuss this? Well, you're going to have to figure that out for yourself. I have a few ideas, but maybe now's not the time to get into that. What this is the time for is to answer your questions here in a moment or so, but to once again reiterate, if you want to lose weight fast, if you want to live longer, better, you don't have to jump on and off exclusionary, restrictive, fad dietary practices that come and go based upon their marketability and based upon the influencer's ability to make money, right? So don't jump in and out of those. You simply need to eat a healthful, high net nutrient menu. That's the game. You need to take in about a gram of protein per pound of relatively lean body mass, give or take 0.2, 0.3, right? So what does that mean? So if you're coming in about 0.7 grams of protein per pound of relatively lean muscle mass, you're doing great. And that means if you're 200 pounds, 10, 15% body fat, so we're going to take that down from 200 to about 180, 170 or so. Well, if you're eating anywhere between like 140 and 220, you're right in that range around, 0.7 to 1.2. 1.2, the higher the range is for the more athletic, the more energy intensive individual. So if you're a little more sedentary, you do a little bit of a walk aerobic type thing, probably on the lower side. You're not breaking down as much muscle tissue. You don't need to build it up as fast. Carbohydrates, fats, well, moderate intakes along both sides. You can simply, we speak in handfuls, we speak in handfuls. Tune in Tokyo for any of those, 80s, 70s and 80s babies out there. Not that I suggest doing it. This is a little kid's game. Never should you ever touch anybody in a non-consensual manner, by the way. But Miss Dolce, on the other hand, look out. I had so many other bylines, so many other jokes to throw out there. Brandy will laugh when she sees this. But what the goal is, once again, I'm going to answer your questions now, guys. I wish I could lend my name to all the keto, carnivore, macro, paleo, fasting hashtags out there. I wish that I could, but I can't. So I will simply stand here every single day and tell you the truth. And I respect the fact that you are here, you are listening, you are absorbing it, because you need someone like me, right? Jack Nicholson, you need someone like me to stand on this fucking wall and tell you the truth and battle back against all the bullshit that's out there every single day. And guess what? New bullshit is coming. There's a new armed force of bullshit heading this way for you. For your family, for your sweetie, for your mom and dad, for your coworkers, for your teammates, for your children, to give you more gobbledygook crap about what is healthy and what you should be doing. And that's not true. The only thing you should be doing is focusing on eating high net nutrient, healthful whole foods that are local, as far as they're procured locally. They're grown in the soil around you, pulled from the stream, grazing in the field, as close to the point of consumption as possible. They're in season, right? They're at that peak level of maturity, which infers the highest net nutrient capacity per total calorie. So you have to eat less total calories to get the maximum amount of nutrition. Like, this is basic stuff, but this is the operating principles that we use here at the Dolce Diet and Fitness and what we teach to you. We want to be eating until we're satisfied, not until we're full, in regular intervals. Eating once per day makes no sense. Eating twice per day for most people that are mildly active makes no sense. Most of us need to be eating 3 to 5 times per day. And that doesn't mean big, massive meals. It just means calorie ingestions. I think Dr. Brad Schoenfeld, one of the highly regarded minds in all of science, had pretty much honed in right about that 3 to 5 feedings per day. So right about 4 would be the average. We talk about the 4x4. The 4x4 is our base entry point into any diet or lifestyle change, where you're simply eating 4 meals about 4 hours apart, 4 times throughout the day. The meal should be of about the same size, about the same consistency. So there's not a big breakfast, little lunch. It's about the same size meal, 300, 400, 500 calorie meal evenly throughout the day for the average mildly active American adult. Start there and then say, all right, how much protein am I getting in? Am I hitting that 0.7 grams per pound of relatively lean body mass as my floor? I'm not going below that. Well, then I can scale it up if I'm getting a little bit busier, more active, right? This is the way it works. So easy, guys. By the time I'm done with you, speaking to you, well, I'm not done, because we'll never be done, because our friendship continues to grow. Oh, how cute. But hopefully in time, you think exactly the way that we do here. The most successful weight management team in the history of combat sports. That's who we are. No other team is better. No other team no other team even has similar results. And all the great, highly academic teams out there have not achieved what we have achieved. And they certainly haven't done it with athletes as challenging as ours. So why did we do it? Because we actually focus on science, non-conflated science. So boom, one young Werther first, baby. Coach, can I do cold water immersion, cold bath every day? I love the feeling, but heard it stunts muscle growth. Well, yes and no, you can, but there is good data that so when we exercise, when we train, your body, after training is done, your body actually starts to repair and then rebuild to help you become better and stronger based upon what you just did to it, right? So very simple speak here. That's what we do. Simple speak, make it easy to understand, take it back to you. But part of this process, and a necessary part, is the inflammatory response of intense exercise. That inflammatory response is a part of the repair and growth process. Now, common thought today is the inhibition or the limiting of that full inflammatory response that may have a contrary result, or a negative result, let's say, with regards to optimizing the full muscle growth curve. Well, that's valid. That's valid. Have I seen it anecdotally? I haven't run experiments. I haven't, ran controls and such. Have I seen it anecdotally in most of the athletes we work with? No. I'll tell you what, we work with a lot of NFL athletes. A lot of the NFL athletes, what happens? They get done training, whether it's strength training or field training, they go into the cold tubs. They go into the cold tubs. Why is this? Because this is part of what we think also, to a degree, is because we are mitigating injury risk. So for the massive net return on the mitigation of injury risk, we will take the minor, single-digit percentage, but usually 0.0% possible inhibition of muscle growth or strength development. We haven't seen it. We have not seen. And I don't know of anyone, and I'll try and get like Andy Galpin, who studies this more acutely, certainly more acutely than we do. He's a college professor. I can't even walk onto a campus without getting shooed away. But we'll have this conversation. But to answer you, no, I will train typically. I will train, eat, post-workout. I'll train here. I'll throw 20 to 30 grams of the Dolce whey and cross flow, cold process, microfiltered whey protein isolate. Bam. 30 to 60 minutes after that, I'll eat a meal and I will head to the sauna and cold plunge. Now I'm fucking making gains, baby. I'm making gains. So that's the answer. Victor, thumbs up, man. All badged up, Victor. Looking good, homie. Badge up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe to the channel and click that join button. Get badged up. We got a huge list of amazing, famous celebrity guests coming on, thought leaders coming on, and only members who have subscribed to the channel with the badge will be able to ask questions of the guests. Everybody is welcome. Everybody can watch totally for free, by the way. Badged up members are going to get the little bit of extra VIP treatment. Hey, Mike, I am a skinny body type 150, also postman, 8 miles a day, 5 to 6 days a week. I currently can only manage full body 3 times a week. Is 2 breakfast bowls and 2 rice to hit calories unhealthy? Well, what's unhealthy? Now, I don't know your medical background, so I'm going to speak in generalities here, right? This is not specific dietary advice. I am by no means a medical doctor, although my initials are MD, and that's kind of interesting. I can see why you may be confused. But no, man, you're carbing up, baby. Well, I use carbon up, the term loosely. You are eating carbs. You're burning carbs, right? But also, what's your protein? You say you're doing full body 3 days a week. I might actually spread that out a little bit more. I might do more of an upper body off, lower body off, upper body off, lower body off, and increase volume, increase intensity. Are you pushing high 80% or more of 1 rep maximum loads into that 6 to 12, ideally around 8 reps per set of multi-joint compound movements? Are you consuming, I would say, a minimum of 1 gram of protein per pound of your already relatively lean, 1 gram of protein per pound of total body mass consistently every single day with no fail? 30 days in a row, 100 days in a row, 365 days in a row. That's what you have to do. You're burning a ton of energy. That would be my thoughts. Do nightshades cause inflammation? Like the GOAT Tom Brady says, depends on how they're prepared. The way they are prepared matters. Are they being cooked? Are they being baked? Are they being boiled? Are they being blended? The way they are prepared matters. The same thing with oats. I could say the same thing with beef or liver, right? I could say the same thing. Preparation matters in your body's acute response. But by and large, we have learned to extract the high net nutrient components of basically every food item out there. Not getting notifications for live videos just after they're posted. Settings seem okay. Great content. Victor, thank you. Boom. Victor all badged up, baby. Subscribe to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Click that join button. Get a badge so we know you're an insider of this channel. A lot of perks for the insiders out there. I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me know. Paul Chalk in the house, baby. What's up, Paul Chalk? Ooh, sweet morning in Texas. It's not bad here in Jersey. I mean, it's got the beautiful snow, but it was nice out today. I didn't need to wear my gloves today, which is crazy. My hips. Joe, what's up, Joe? Good to see you, man. Favorite upper body pull moves. Upper body pull. I've been big into single arm rows. I'm rowing constant. I am going to build the biggest fucking thickest back this side of Dorian Yates. Right? That is my I don't care as much how I look from the front. Like, I don't define myself by my sweeping pecs and my abs. That is a byproduct of all the posterior work that I do. So to answer your question, Lauren, lots of pulls, lots of I call them tripod rows, where I have my feet slightly wider than my shoulders. One hand is down even in my body as a tripod. And I actually let my pulling arm cross my body a little bit. And I pull all the way around, kind of like a lawnmower pull, all the way around to really stretch and fully contract that lat. I'll do with typically dumbbells or kettlebells. I started doing some Meadows rows. I did a pull day yesterday. Meadows rows, which I kind of named after the late and great John Meadows. It's a great exercise using a T-bar, but not the traditional T-bar way where you actually stand perpendicular to the T-bar. So the T-bar runs this way. You stand this way at the top of the bar, and you actually grab the very edge of the barbell where the plates go on. So the arc of the pull is more of a higher pull. Great lat contraction. To answer your question, Lauren, My favorite upper body pull moves right now are bent over, heavy rows, dumbbells, kettlebells. I'm not into the barbell rows as much anymore because I used to row with over 400 pounds in my earlier days. My lower backs and hip has just been beat to shit over the years. I don't need to do that anymore. Honestly, I'm looking for that, like really just building and etching in super fucking detail. I'll post a back pic here pretty soon. My back is, humble brag again. I know it sounds, however, I don't care. It sounds weird to say it, but my back is looking fucking nasty. Like I am smuggling a sack of potatoes under my skin that are just all sinewy and granity. So I've really been focused since January 1, when I went into my like pre-shred program. I've been focused on fucking hard work. So that's the answer, Lauren. I like bent over rows more so than kind of like standing cable rows or machine rows. Full dumbbells, kettlebells, right? Less conventional implements or away from machines is probably what I should be saying. Try and stay away from the machines as much as possible. You got to force your body to stabilize, right? You got to lock that core down, force the core to stabilize, keep that good tension on the muscle. So that's the answer, Lauren. Hopefully that's helpful. Hero, what's up, Hero? What's up? If you don't have whey protein on 3 weeks to shredded, should I add anything to get that protein and leave it alone? 3 weeks to shredded. If anybody's interested, go to thedolcediet.com and start your own 3 weeks to shredded program or our Living Lean program, personalized nutrition and exercise plans, and use the Transform promo code to save 20%. There's links below this video if you're interested in that. But 3 weeks to shredded is truly a personalized experience. We developed a very sophisticated rule engine. So every single question you answer going through the onboarding process very specifically calibrates your exact nutrient needs, from a micro breakdown all the way to the macro, and then finally to the total daily calories. Now, 3 weeks to shredded runs on a concurrent calorie and carbohydrate cycle. Your calories are running up and down as your carbohydrates are running up and down, but they are running up and down not associated with each other. So it's a carb cycle irrelative of total calories and a calorie cycle irrelative of total carbohydrates. What does this mean? This means you hold your muscle, you build muscle, you have great energy, and you get shredded at the same time. That is what we do with 3 weeks to shredded. Keep the jokes coming. Flying Fish, I appreciate that. I'm trying to have fun, but I don't want to piss anybody off. This channel's already been shadow banned. I'm shadow banned on Insta, shadow banned on Facebook. I'm just trying to get the good word, healthy information out to the community and have a little bit of fun, right? I don't even know what's allowed to be fun anymore. I remember, because that's going back, that was a reference to 16 Candles, the Molly Ringwald coming of age, John Hughes film, right? With a Long Duck Dog, talking about Tune in Tokyo. And I was a kid. I was born in 76. That's right. I'm 45 years old as I stand here right now. So I grew up during that period of time. And that was a joke, Tune in Tokyo. But no boy ever touched the girl. We were just joke around, behind the scenes about it. But Brandy and I, who grew up in the same era, we still make that joke and reference. So it was kind of like an inside joke between my wife and I, but sharing it with you guys because we're all friends here. So I hope anyone who's familiar got a little laugh if you saw that. Do you put a limit on how much caffeine you drink daily, weekly? Would he talk? Is this an intervention? Is this an intervention? What do you say? Mom, why are you here? What? Pastor Lou, what's happening right now? Is this an intervention? Hold on. Eat those DolceCoffeeRoaster.com beans. By the way, as an aside, if anyone is interested, we just brewed up another batch. We roasted another batch of DolceCoffeeRoasters.com specialty coffee. If you love coffee, give us a try. We are not trying to be Starbucks. We have limited short-run batches, and we sell out. It is a subscription service. You can buy a single bag. Of course, most of our customers are aficionados, and they sign up for the subscription. Plus, you save a good amount of money to have it delivered to your door. You don't have to worry about buying coffee. DolceCoffeeRoasters.com. Is there a limit? Yes, I am conscious. So I drink green tea. I love black tea. I love Earl Grey teas. I spent 11 months living over in the UK in Liverpool, just outside of Manchester, right? So I spent 11 months living in more than 11 months, actually, over in the UK. And I developed a great appreciate all my UK friends, by the way. Oh God, I just, want a cup of, sit down and just have a cup of tea. And I love the tradition where you don't make tea for yourself. Somebody else makes the tea for you. If you want a cup of tea, somebody else gets it. My wife wants a cup of tea. I'll go make it. It's part of the tradition. Someone else makes the tea for the other people in the room. And it's in the middle of the day, 11 o'clock or so, you just sit down and you have a cup of tea. You're going to talk before you talk. Everybody gets a cup of tea, right? I love that. So I love just the culture of tea. But I also love my caffeine. I love me some caffeine. I'm a fucking American, pardon my language. So we're used to the espresso. This is an oat milk flat white. This is an espresso with some oat milk mixed in. Usually I'll also do a oat milk cappuccino with a little bit of cinnamon. Those are like my go-to wintry drinks. I'll do cold brew in the summertime. Straight black is fine also, but I'm, kind of just changing the palate a little bit. Now, do I limit how much caffeine? Typically, I do. I don't really count the milligrams of caffeine I'm consuming, but I'll save it to one of these, like 4 ounces of our Dolce coffee roasters, our organic brew. I'll usually have about 4 ounces of that, which is like half a cup at home. Usually I start the morning now with black tea just because the weather lends itself to it. It's just very soothing for me. What else? And then green tea, like I'm about to kick in the green tea in a few weeks, where I'll start scaling from 1 cup of green to 2 cup of green to 3 cup of green because of the ECGC component, the polyphenols inside green tea, and their contribution to caffeine has a 3-to-1 lipotropic effect. I've done videos on this. I will do another video for the Mike Dolce Knows channel. And by the way, if you guys have not subscribed, please go check out the Mike Dolce Knows channel. This is our new channel. It is awesome and it is growing. New videos every day, short, sweet, concise. But I ask all of us here, if you like any of this content, go check it out. Short, sweet, concise, very specific. Go listen to what I said about Joe Rogan, by the way. It's a kind of controversial, evidently. Jesse Lee in the house. Boom, Jesse Lee, all badged up, baby. All badged up. Big guest coming up soon, Jesse. All the subscribers who have that badge, they click the join button. It's going to be awesome. You guys are going to be pumped. Coach, is it good to train abs even though you are at higher body fat percent? Absolutely. Train abs every day. I mean, I'm training my abs right now as I'm standing here. I'm conscious of my core, which is why I'm at a stand-up desk, right? Train abs every day, every day, every day. And guess what? Exercising your abs doesn't really make people see your abs. It's your nutrition that people can see your abs. Robert, how was your morning? I got to tell you, my morning is beautiful. I almost didn't come in today. The only reason I got here is because you guys were here and I wanted to do the 11 a.m. live. Every day we try and go on live at 11 a.m. at the Dolce Diet channel. That's about the time we try and go on. Now, kids and life and family and things, but you can plan. Everyone here right now, 11 a.m. or so, Monday through Friday, there's pretty much going to be a live coming on. We're going to talk about all sorts of stuff, and it's always long form Q&A, answer your questions. But it's such a beautiful day and I was enjoying it. I was like, you know what? Let me just go drive. I was in the Jeep. The music was perfect. Like the playlist, 95.9, the Rat Rock. They just had like this really good playlist going on. Kind of like more like 90s, right? I'm born in the 70s. So like 90s was my era. 90s rock, awesome. And I just, got my flat white, oat milk flat white. I got in my Jeep and I was like, oh man, what a beautiful day. Window is down and it is snow. I mean, I am looking at a snow mountain outside from plowing the parking lot here in the studio. Outside my window. I wish I could take this camera with you. I'll post it on my Insta a little bit later. There is a snow hill 20 feet high outside my window. I'm going to take my kids later and sled down it. So to answer your question, Robert, my morning is great. My life is great. I'm grateful. I get to hang out with you guys, help you live better, longer, achieve your health and fitness goals. Also, guys and gals, I forget so much stuff. I get so pumped up. I don't want to community, COMM. Let me see if this pops up. Community. There we go. Let's see if I can get this logged in. Bam, boom. Copy this. If you guys want to, if anybody wants to join me in the Summer Shredded Challenge, no purchase necessary. Boom. Text me the word Summer Shredded to 732. I just missed it. 487-3445. Text me. That literally will go right to my phone. Text me and join the Summer Shredded Challenge. I'm going to pay somebody $1,000 at the end of February. I'm going to pay someone else $1,000, maybe the same person, who knows, $1,000 at the end of March, and then somebody else $1,000 at the end of April to just get shredded before summer. Join me in my own journey to be shredded before summer even starts, the Summer Shredded Challenge. This is a fun way to motivate and cheer for each other, the Summer Shredded Challenge. So join in, jump in, click the link. I just threw it into the chat. Let's go. Josh, do you personally track your macronutrient intake? Do you simply just add, decrease portion sizes? Yes. In the beginning, like when I'm following the 4x4 program, that we actually have the 4x4 coming out as a fully organized plan. We've had so much interest in it since I've been talking about it. So we broke that down into a very specific scalable nutrition plan. I think will be great for everyone. But I didn't track hard nutrition or macros because I've been doing it for so long. Very easy. It's like your grandma, right? Does your grandma measure anything in her sauce, in her gravy, in her baklava? Fuck no. In her borscht? No way. In her arugula? No way. She knows, right? So I know. But when I'm just going to now switch into my own Living Lean program. So right now I'm just starting to follow the 12-week Living Lean program. I'm going to follow the first 4 weeks of it. It's broken into 2-week cycles. So I'm going to go through two-week cycles of Living Lean, get me through February. And then bam, I'm going to jump onto the 3 weeks to Shredded program as I get ready to peak out in May. And that is the Summer Shredded Challenge. That's my own protocol as I'm going into it. You can text the number Summer Shredded to join the group. So there's I don't even know, maybe about 200 people so far that are joining the Summer Shredded Challenge, and somebody's going to win $1,000, which is going to be fun. And we got some other live chats and just like insider information for that group too. If anyone's interested, I'd love to have you. What's the best overall for chest dips or bench dumbbells? Joel, it's all of the above. All of the above. You must be a complete. Think about athletic fitness is what we call it here. I don't care if you're Flex Lewis or Simone Biles. You must fully train the muscle group. That is the goal here. Richard, good morning, Mike. What can I add to my water to hydrate on a cellular level? I'm currently adding 2 juiced lemons and pink or Celtic salt to my gallon jug. Thanks. That sounds like you're off to a great start. You might want to throw in a little raw local honey. A little bit of squeeze is good. And you might want to consider maybe chewing on a chunk of 73% or greater organic dark chocolate. And if anyone knows why, leave it below. That'll be a little, moral victory for you. Is creatine a good supplement for fighters? Absolutely. Until 15 weeks before they have to weigh in. Then it can cause a little bit of water retention issues. Dolce, what's your take on glutamine supplement? Does it work or it's a waste of money? No, glutamine does seem to be beneficial. It's not something you will notice. You won't just get bigger or leaner or stronger, but glutamine is a good supplement once you've already gone 90% of the way. Glutamine doesn't matter. Creatine doesn't matter. Beta-alanine doesn't matter. Whey protein, which I sell, doesn't matter, right? Worst salesman in the world. Don't even buy my whey protein until you're eating at least the 4x4, which is 4 structured meals 4 times per day. If you're not doing that, there's no basis for you to start adding supplements. You're not even doing the basic. You can't even walk yet. You can't even crawl yet. The 4x4 is literally crawling. Are you getting 7.5 to 9 hours of quality sleep? If you're not doing that, don't buy supplements. Maybe melatonin, but you don't need supplements. Are you exercising consistently and actually tracking your progress, ensuring progressive overload, focusing on time under tension, training at a proper percentage of 1 RM relative to your stated goals based upon the muscle fiber type you're trying to excite? Well, these are all topics that we will be covering on the Mike Dolce Knows channel, so click on the link to follow that. That's actually a video we have coming out soon. I add a lot of electrolytes, sodium to my water, but still I have a hard time staying hydrated. Does sodium ingest better when on food? We do both. I don't really have any specific studies of on food or not on food, but Chris, I'd be curious as to what your total water loss is per day, your total ingestion is per day, and maybe it's not even salt at all. Have you gotten a proper hydration test? Have you gotten a mineral test done, which would be, you go to your doctor, you pull a lab panel, and you could see. I would do that. I would get a diagnostic test because maybe you're just not getting good sleep. Maybe you're stressed out from the girl or the guy in your life, your sweetie, I should say. Those are real. And some people are like, I'm not drinking enough salt. It's like, bro, you're getting 6 hours of sleep at night because you're fighting with your sweetie until 2 o'clock in the morning every day. Don't blame the salt. Not saying that to you, Chris, but these are real issues people have. Mithra, can you get the badge on mobile? Been looking since the video the other day. Also, how close to bed time do you stop eating? How late is it for your last meal? That's a great question. Maybe some of our tech-friendly, tech-savvy friends in here can let us know. I don't know that for sure. I'm probably the least tech-savvy of you, and it's funny because I run a digital media company. We have a great team behind the scenes. Thank you. Shout out to our amazing team of tech and web experts and our front and back end coders. All of those amazing, our production team, and of course our dietitians and exercise physiologists who are on staff. But I don't know. YouTube does not make it easy. I'll tell you that much. They don't make it easy. Like, I wanted the badges to be all free. Why can't I make it free? I wanted to be free because they take a little cut. The lowest I could offer to you guys was for 99 cents. Now, there's more expensive badges for sure that give greater levels of service, and you get t-shirts and you get some cool one-on-ones with me and stuff like that. But why can't it just be free? That's all. So, what we say is if we've delivered 99 cents of value at some way in your life, you believe in the future we will, then just support the channel. We appreciate it. I'll try and give many multiples to you back. But can you do it on mobile? I don't know, but maybe you check and see if there's a desktop version of mobile. I know you can do it on desktop. I see it right now on mine. But thank you, Mithra, for even asking the question and checking out. Ooh, Benjamin says, Mike, I am so unhealthy. I drink too much. I've got good cardio, but no muscle. I'm skinny fat. I'm aiming to transform my life in 2022. I want to change everything, health and career. Any advice? Benjamin, like, you have thrown me a softball, brother, because this is exactly what we do. Now, the easiest thing for you to do is simply go click the link below this video. Go to thedolcediet.com and start our 12-week diet and exercise program, completely personalized to you, to your background, to your lifestyle, to your goals, to your tendencies, to your preferences. It's the GPS to the future body. So then we know definitively your nutrition is taken care of, your exercise is taken care of. Now you have structure that is taken care of. And then we can start talking about a few of the other things that you mentioned here and use the promo code TRANSFORM and you'll save 20%. That actually helps you with the finance, right? Because career-wise, save 20%. Man, imagine if we could save 20% on everything we purchased. Woo! Then I will teach you what to do with that 20%. We were going to invest that into appreciating assets that also cash flow. But that is for Finance Fridays. Every Friday at 11 a.m., we talk about finances here. So I'll save that till Friday. But Ben, you have already done the hard part, which is you understand what your limitations are, right? Step one is acceptance. You already understand. Now, you say you drink too much. I would suggest you speak with someone, you build a support system around you. Maybe you go to a meeting, a bunch of strangers. That works for some. Maybe you go to somewhere very close to you, in your family or in your peer group. Whatever it is, you need someone on your side that knows what you're dealing with and what you're going through, so you can call them when you're having a bit of struggle. And we all have struggle. We all struggle. Struggle is a part of human existence, and it should be embraced. What I like to do is I like to hold the hand of my demons and walk with them, because I can't repress them. I hear them. I hear them screaming, repressed down deep in my soul and my psyche, in the little basement of my body. I can hear my demons screaming and clawing to get out. So what do? I open the door of my own volition. I invite them out into the daylight. And I hold their hand, and I continue walking in the direction that I choose to go. I walk in the direction of the sunlight, holding the hand of my demon the entire way. That's the way I look at this. That's what I found to be very, very, very effective. And hopefully this adds some sort of benefit to those of you listening out there who can relate. You must embrace your demons and walk with them. You cannot repress them and hide from them and pretend they are not there, because they are there. But we accept them, we embrace them, and in spite of them, we continue going in the direction that we so choose to go. That's what you need to do here, in my opinion, Benjamin. And in that, you will become a completely different version of your already powerful and amazing self. With every step, life will get better. You will get stronger. And the old ways you used to live will slowly fade away, replaced by the new ways. You are walking away from old you, walking towards new you, while never pretending you did not live the life you once lived, because then we will forget how unhappy, how unhealthy, how unfulfilled we were. That's why I say hold the hand of your demon and walk the journey together. And whatever I can do to help you, I'm happy to do so. But again, I will push you. It sounds, the link below. I mean, go to the Dolce Diet Doctor. Pick some, I don't know. I say, if there's another better program out there, I don't know what it is. Follow that. You need structure, right? The DolceDiet.com gives you that structure. Every meal, every recipe is planned specifically for you. Every ingredient is there for you. Grocery list, bam, there for you. The workout, bam, there for you. Video tutorials, bam, there for you. Plus, you get invited to join a private Facebook support group filled with people from around the world, all going through similar journeys together. That is the structure that we all need, right? I'm in there. That's what I do. I'm about to get super shredded 12 weeks from now. I'm in the program. It's right. It works. So Ben, that's just my thought here, man. Whatever I can do, stay a part of the channel. Stay here. Stay a part of the channel. Do the deep dive into the content that we talk about, because we cover this stuff a lot. Lima, hey coach, I usually go to 10 a.m. jiu-jitsu and don't like to eat before class. I'm not a big fan of coffee either. Any suggestions for a little sustenance? What time are you waking up? Huh. You're going to jiu-jitsu at 10 o'clock in the morning? And you're worried about eating before class? What time are you waking up? Fuck, 10 a.m. That's like lunchtime. In my world, I'm like eating supper by 10 a.m. What time are you getting up? Get your ass up early. Get your ass up early. Go for a walk, stretch out, hit some mobility, get some good high net nutrient, healthful whole foods into you, and then give yourself a good 2 or 3 hours to digest that before jiu-jitsu. Coming from one of the most sought after coaches in all of professional sports, as says Sports Illustrated. Coach the athlete. Get your ass up early. Start moving. Tough love right there. But I still love you. Josh, do you use sauces such as barbecue, hot soy, etc.? If so, what brands? As a lot have synthetics. I will never put a synthetic in. I will never put a synthetic in. There are some good organic brands. Usually they're little mom and pop brands that you only get in like regional stores. Like Whole Food is really good at bringing in local shops, local businesses, local farms. So usually that's where we get it. I forget. I'll have to take a look and see. I like a little bit of hot sauce, but I'm not too hot. I don't like it. I like to burn my mouth. I want to enhance the flavor of food, not destroy my life for 2 days. Andrew, I've had the breakfast bowl almost. every day. Sorry about that. Every day for a while now. I was wondering if I want to replace it with something for a day or two. Do you have any suggestions? Yeah, have fun. Slice of spread of grain toast, a couple poached eggs, some avocado, maybe a piece of turkey bacon on the side. Ooh la la, I do that. We also have our pit bowl pancakes, which are delicious with the fresh berry syrup. Yummy. Like, do you have our Living Lean cookbook with over 230 recipes? We have for breakfast, table of contents, almond butter and fruit pita, bacon and egg breakfast grilled cheese, bacon and egg spread with toast, the breakfast bowl, cashew and quinoa berry bowl, coconut fruit cups, East Coast breakfast toast, egg and cheddar quesadillas, Greek yogurt quinoa cup, the granola berry smash, which is delicious, hard-boiled eggs and avocado, pumpkin oatmeal breakfast, scrambled egg pancake sandwich. Oh, my goodness. Even like the tofu and kale scramble we have fully vegan options in here. Tater Tots. Let me see something here. Ooh, how about this? Let me just read you the recipe. Tater Tots. Serve these breakfast potatoes with your favorite egg recipe. 8 red potatoes cut into bite-sized pieces, a quarter of a bell pepper diced, half of an onion chopped, 2 cloves of garlic chopped, 2 tablespoons avocado oil, sea salt to taste, black pepper. Directions: in a large pan, heat avocado oil on medium and add potatoes, mixing frequently. When potatoes begin to brown, add in the onion, bell pepper, and garlic and continue mixing about 10 minutes until potatoes are tender. Sprinkle with salt and pepper. Serve hot. You throw a couple poached eggs on the side of that bad boy, or what I'll do sometimes is I will cook that in the oven. When I say I mean Brandy. And then I will scramble up some eggs on the skillet. I'll pull the potatoes out. I'll throw it into the scramble. Bang, bang, bang. Throw a little bit of hot sauce on there, maybe a tablespoon or 2 of a salsa. Slice up some avocado. Bam, drop that on the plate. A little bit of chicken sausage on the side. Baby. Living lean, right? So, and any member, if you're a member of the DolceDiet.com, by the way, you actually get all of these recipes in the resource section online. Like every member of the DolceDiet.com, we have a robust resource section. We have 200 extra exercises in the database, all for you. It's like a library. We have all of our recipes, 230, 250 recipes that are all there. So it's like, man, I don't feel like a breakfast bowl today, which I haven't said. Let me look at the resource section. Let me pull up one of these badass recipes. Click the link below. Promo code TRANSFORM, ladies and gentlemen. Now is the time. If you want to be sexy this summer, by the way, if you want to have that smoking hot summer body, you got to start right now. You must start in February. You must start in February. You can't start in April or May. No, because even if you let's say you start in May and you follow 3 weeks to shred it and you lose 21 pounds. Awesome. You've done great. Guess what? That is not your final form, because when the fat cells shrink, what happens? The skin gets a little loose. And then it takes time for the skin to shrink wrap, right? So you're going to give yourself at least 6 weeks to just have that dick skin thin type of look. Pardon the language. Start now, though, so you are at your final form before summer dress, tank top, bikini, G-string season. That's just clean it up now. You can follow our programs, which are awesome and proven, or you can just do your thing, which following this channel was awesome. Joel says, Mike, my girlfriend can't stop eating popcorn. Is it really bad for you or not that bad? Depends on the popcorn. We will make popcorn. I have kids at home. We will get non-GMO corn and we will pop that in coconut oil and we will add a little bit of salt to it. That's pretty delicious. It's not bad. Now, if you're using some sort of crappy Jiffy Pop canola, buttery in the bag, put it in the microwave, that's synthetic poison. Yeah, it's bad for you. It's like drinking pristine Alpine Glacier water or New York City street sewer water. It's water, right? I'm not making fun of you here, Joel, but I'm saying, like, quality matters, my friends. Angel, F you, Uncle Mike, summer shredded, baby. Let's go. Let's go. A lot of questions here. Good morning, coach. What do you suggest about food intake when you train at 3:30 a.m.? Hard coaching and training. When you train at 3:30 in the morning, I used to have a lot. When I was in Vegas, I had a lot of private VIP clients that would want me to train them at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning because they had to be logged on by 7, 8, 9 o'clock East Coast time, right? We're in Vegas on West Coast. So I'd be going to bed at like 6 or 7 o'clock at night. I'd be waking up, because I'd always have to be in the gym. When you're a professional, I am in the gym a half hour before anybody even shows up. Temperature's perfect. Lights are on. Music's going. And when people walk up, hey, let's go. Here we are. Good to see you. Feeling good. Let's go. That attitude, not like, oh, man, what's up, Bill? Yeah, I'm fucking shot. All right, let's get you going here. Bad energy, coach. No. So I'm up. I want to be awake at least an hour before my client sees my face. Right? If I'm fully showered, I'm fully fed. Usually I get some sort of quick little energy burst for me before I crawl my ass into the gym. What do you suggest about food intake? Food intake for me was usually something simple. Fresh fruit usually went well for me. I do like a little cold pressed juice, chomp on like a little banana, maybe like a banana and peanut butter. That's my go-to a lot, by the way. Like a ripe banana, a little bit of peanut butter. That's delicious. It's delicious. Gives really good energy. And then I'd sip on like a beet juice or something. And then I'd throw in water and then a little bit of coffee. Wes says, Coach, you have great content. Thank you for all the great info. Wes, I really appreciate that. Thank you. We work hard here. I work really hard to provide you the most honest, actionable, and evidence-based information to dramatically improve your life. That is my goal here. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to accomplish. And I appreciate the kind words. Thank you. Liam, love 3 weeks to shred it. On the online program, is there training workouts? Yes. The online program comes. You know what I should do? I should take you guys next time. Maybe tomorrow. I'll see if I can do that. I'll go through a full tutorial of what the actual workouts look like. So just give me, hold on for a second. I don't know if I can get into the back end of the system and if it's going to make sense on the screen, but I might be able to show you like a lookbook version of how it actually looks. Now let's see how this goes. Jump out. Bam. Bam. Hold on. Boom. There we go. Exercise. So this is off the desktop version, by the way. So let's say you're on the desktop, you're on your laptop, you're on your tablet, you're on your mobile. This is all completely configured to all of that. This is the DolceDiet.com. Now, this isn't quite real time. This is the back end of the dashboard. It's a back end of what we can actually do. Sorry. So it's not like a full-time user plan, but you can see. So right here, today, February 1st, this plan has structured low bar squat, Zercher squat, high hip deadlift, single leg deadlift, dumbbell calf raise, the Supermans, and 20-minute morning, all built in. So this is the exercise for February 1st, 2022. For February 2nd, Wednesday, you can see that it is broken down: flat bench dumbbell, Arnold press, close grip low, prison press, the 99s, and the straight leg crunch. But also what is great about this is we also have this written for you. Hopefully you guys can see this. Yep. Good. It's all written. So you have the Word doc or sorry, a lot of screens going on here. Now this describes the entire workout, also specific to the exercise you're doing. Rest 90 seconds between all sets and 120 seconds between each exercise. Incline dumbbell bench press, 5 sets of 5 repetitions at 80% of 1 rep max, resting 90 seconds between each set and 120 seconds between the next exercise. The Arnold press, 4 sets of 8 at 75% of 1 rep max. Close grip barbell row, 3x12 at 70. Prison press, 2 sets of 15 with controlled reps, not training till failure. The 99. So we go through. You can add your personal best. You can add a specific note. Awesome. Boom. Save it. And then it gets locked into your log. Also, we can your personal best gets listed into this. Just briefly, I'm showing the exercises here. Flat bench dumbbell press. I don't know how the uptake on StreamYard is going to be. See, very simple, very straightforward. That's the way we have it built out. That's the exercise plan. And this is just the program. I think this upper body force. So we have a push-pull system. We have the upper lower body system. We have the beach mode, which is just to get like super yoked and like sexy, summer sexy. The beast mode. We have the beach mode, which is more like fucking the hulking, like bodybuilder, but still looking awesome and lean. This is all the DolceDiet.com, guys. Why haven't I done this before for you guys? Menu plan here. Bam. This is the menu plan. Living Lean. This is day 19 of the Living Lean program. And you can see breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, snack. What's for breakfast? Boom. The breakfast bowl. Oat bran. Non-GMO. It's 0.6 ounces, 1.3 ounces of blueberries or quarter cup, strawberries, quarter cup, raisins, 1 tablespoon, nut butter, seeds, flax seeds, cinnamon, water, instructions, all here. Morning snack. Bam. Apple and nut butter, delicious. Let's see what's for dinner. Ooh, the champion chili. And this is on a 1,500 calorie a day diet, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. 1,500 calories as this specific meal plan is calibrated. This is a 1,500 calorie per day meal plan while eating chili, ground chili, diced tomatoes, kidney beans, peppers, red peppers, green peppers, onions, garlic, Himalayan salt, and spices. So anyway, plus lots of other really cool stuff in here, what I eat, different tips. You can look forward into the future, preview tomorrow's menu or somewhere down the road. All good stuff. What else do we have? We have the shopping list. Bam! The entire shopping list. Every food you need to be eating is all listed on here, and you can send it via email or print it out, or it's right on your phone. Leaderboard. Wow, look at this. Look at this. Number one on the leaderboard. John Nieters started at 507 pounds. Currently weighs 276. He lost 231 pounds following our online program. How dope is that, right? We got Jose, we got Narain, we got Marcel, John, all people all the way along. And what's even cooler, or not even cooler, but maybe I just want to check out women. Maybe I check out women. That's not what it's like a Mitt Romney moment. Not what I mean to say. Maybe I am a female and I want to rate myself amongst the other females. Awesome. And maybe I want to do it by maybe my age demographic. How do I fall in line with other women my age? Or maybe because most of this is guys, how do I fall amongst guys in my age range? Marcel down 44 pounds, 25% of his total body mass. But maybe I want to see, well, just in Australia, how do I fall? How do I range? Profile, there's weigh-ins, weigh-in information. I've never done this with you guys. I should. Where specifically you should be weighing yourself in. Bang, bang, bang. I put body weight, constantly updating it inside the measurements. And then once you put that in, we don't have it here. There's a predictive avatar that shows up. This is your starting. This is the way you would have looked on day one. And this is the way you look today based upon the information you put in. Leaderboard diary, full nutrition diary that you can keep track of, motivation videos that we have built in there for you guys. So you can add the food that all stays logged, how much water, tea, coffee that you drink, all sorts of fun stuff. Bam, bam. All right, so let me get back to the Q&A. There it is. I hope that's helpful, guys and gals. That's awesome. Why didn't I do that before, right? That is the DolceDiet.com. So what do you get at the DolceDiet.com? That is just a snapshot of what you get. All of that is in there. I mean, how easy is it to achieve your goals? every meal, every recipe, every workout, exactly every set, every rep, the percentage of 1 rep max, video tutorials with famous UFC fighters and awesomely attractive fitness models. Shout out to Jenna Mays, who freaking crushed this, just super professional, but amazing fit young lady who's the female athlete that I was able to coach through these exercises. Go to thedolcediet.com and get started. That's what you get. Why do I get so pumped up about this? TheDolceDiet.com is the #1 rated online healthy weight loss platform. You saw it. You're eating chili on a 1,500 calorie per day diet. Who else does that? We do. Click the link below, save 20% promo code TRANSFORM. All right. Danny, I tried hot water to reduce hunger, but it's not working too well for me. You know any supplements that can help? No, Danny. I almost cursed. Danny, I almost cursed. Not at you, because I understand. It's not about supplements, Danny. And I'm going to tell you, get off all your supplements, unless your doctor says otherwise. This is not about what feels good. It's not about what feels good, my man. It's about what must be done. What must be done. You better fucking believe, I'm going to curse. You better fucking believe sometimes I sit there on the couch at 8:45 at night watching Ozark and my stomach is like, go eat pizza. Call Domino's. Order a pizza, you dumb a-hole. The ice cream shop is open till 9. It takes you 7 minutes to get there. Go get yourself a banana split right now, dude. Get up. Why are you drinking on hot water with a little bit of fucking lemon? Are you an idiot? Go eat food. There's got to be some sort of blue corn tortilla chip in the cabinet somewhere. Go grab that. Brandy's probably hiding chocolate somewhere in the house. Go get that. Danny, I have this conversation. This conversation happens in my head all day, every fucking day. All day, every day. It happens. So then what? Then what? Do I just cave in? Do I quit? Do I say, oh, you know what? Being a better version of myself, well, you know what? That doesn't fucking matter. So I'm just going to quit. And I'm just going to go, my tummy hurts. I'm hungry. Oh, my little tummy hurts. I'm going to fill my tummy. I'm not making fun of you, Danny. I'm making fun of me. No. I fucking nut up and I push through. Because I know I set goals for myself. And those fucking goals matter. They fucking matter. They don't matter to anybody else, but they matter to me. And if I betray myself, well, what good am I to you? Or my family? Or anybody else? And this is how I stay committed. How I stay committed. If I betray myself and my commitment to myself, well, how the fuck can I be held accountable to keep my commitment to anybody else? Honestly. For what? For some potato chips? For a fucking ho-ho? For a Twinkie? Fucking deal with it, man. I grew up poor. Poor. Like, even if I wanted food, there was literally no food. Why was there no food? Because there was literally no kitchen. There was no electricity. There was no running water. There was nothing. So I would sit there starving. True story. I actually put a box in my room and I filled the box with clothes so I can sleep inside the clothes inside the box, because in the middle of winter in New Jersey, it's freezing cold. And that would be warmer than not sleeping inside a box. True story. I was fucking starving, man. So what did I do? I fucking dealt with it. And I woke up the next morning and I got my shit together and I put on my little school clothes and I fucking went to school. And I sat there starving until lunchtime when I got free lunch. Real story, Danny. And I say this to motivate you to embrace the hunger, embrace the pain, be grateful and thankful for it, because that means we are making progress. You are controlling the demon. You reached down, you grabbed the hand of the demon, you pulled it out of the fucking basement, and you are now walking with it. So what I said earlier, of those who watched this, you must embrace your demon, hold its hand, and walk the journey with it. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. So Danny, this is the old you. The old you is leaving through the pain of hunger. Now, are you malnourished? Honestly, are you malnourished? No, you're probably eating 2,000, 3,000 calories a day of high net nutrient, healthful whole foods. But when you want some cake and ice cream, which I get it, because man, I feel that too. I feel that too. But what are you going to do about it? And that's the difference between the successful and the unsuccessful. The always haves and the never wills. Why does he always have everything? Why does she always have everything? Because those motherfuckers put in the work. They suffer when most people don't see it. I work with a lot of famous people. Oh, if I was super rich, if I had a personal trainer, if I had a chef, you don't see these people suffer. I would not want that life. No, and I love them. I would not want the life that they have. They can't enjoy any of it, all the trappings. They will do more than the average person will. So, Danny, that's my suggestion to you. David, sending you a midday cup of cheers, my man, from sunny Scotland. Love that you picked up that culture. David, I love it, man. I want to, yeah, my plan is to get to Scotland, get to the UK this year. As long as they open the borders, they let me in. I want to come. I want to do a seminar series. David, let's sit down, man. Let's have a cup together, brother. That would be awesome. Awesome to tip on back. Green tea on an empty stomach tears me up. I live in a lot of water. I don't really start dripping the caffeine until I've already put 32 ounces of fluids into my belly. Where's the Mike Dolce Knows channel? Yep, Mike Dolce Knows on YouTube. There is a link. Mike Dolce Knows on YouTube. Let me briefly show you guys right here. Bam. Oh, hold on. So many screens. Boom. Mike Dolce Knows on YouTube. Let's get it. Subscribe. Let me throw that into the chat real quick. Subscribe to our new channel. Boom. It'll pop up in a minute. But check it out. I mean, some of these videos are awesome. What about the newest video we just put out? I wish I worked with. This is Josh, one of our community members here. Josh asked the question. I was like, that is a great question. Let me do a video. I wish I worked with. What athlete? Chuck Norris, Conor McGregor, Bruce Lee, who? What number one athlete do I wish I worked with? Or how I personally lost 100 pounds. Boom, that's me right there. The king of creatine, the story of creatine monohydrate and Bill Phillips is Joe Rogan Legit. You should probably watch that video. It's a little triggering. All sorts of great stuff. The Mike Dolce Knows YouTube channel. Southwest Florida. Bam. All right, guys and gals, I have to jump off. I apologize. I know there's a lot more. There's a lot more questions. I wish I could answer every single question right now. Leon, I didn't ask, I didn't see it about Tyson and Tor, but although Tor works with my buddy Stan Efferding, so I'm sure Tor is well taken care of. All right, guys and gals, again, let me remove this. I have to jump off right now. I'm about to go on Sean Stevenson's The Model Health podcast, which is going to be great. It won't be out today. It'll be out in the near future. So I'm excited about that. I gotta jump off and brush my hair. I appreciate you guys for being here. And remember, every day, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m., The Dolce Diet will be live answering your questions, good chats, good conversations, but also Mike Dolce Knows on YouTube. Jump over, subscribe, check that channel out. Do you have any more MMA training programs? We do. I mean, 3 weeks to Shredded is designed specifically for acute weight reduction. It was based on what we do with the world's greatest athletes. Many athletes actually follow that still. High-level athletes, you'd be shocked what high-level athletes follow, just simply the online. They pay the couple dollars to become a member of the site. They follow that for their training camps. They might ask the team a couple questions along the way, and it's a high five. Good to them. But that's exactly what you can follow also. All right, guys and gals, I do have to jump off right now. I appreciate you all for being here. Thank you. And until next